I just want to close, folks, and just say, first of all, I want to do a few thank yous, and Jack has covered some of those. But I think as we come to the end of the last of these 2 days, I think it's a good opportunity for us all to reflect as we go on our separate ways for the coming weeks and months ahead. But again, I'd like, before we do that, to say thank you again to everyone in this room, because I think the last 2 days, from my perspective, have been just superb. The quality of engagement, I think, really speaks to the engagement from you. And I said this earlier to people. People have been very kind with their feedback in terms of the speakers from yesterday. But that actually was resonated by the engagement that came from the room as well. So I think that's so important, and I want to acknowledge and thank you for that. I also want to add my thanks to Frank and Helen and to Aisling and the entire team in HR for today. I'm not sure how many events you got to. I couldn't get to enough of them. I think we'll have to think about how many events we run, because they're all brilliant, clashing with each other. And it's so good to hear. And I look forward to, over the coming weeks, when we get the feedback from these events and what learnings we take from it and how we apply them. And it goes from everything. It goes from personal development that we've just heard to here, to how we make our business better. I believe there was a very, very strong round of applause for reducing MIC documents at one of the sessions. And I endorse that, as you know. So I think we need to continue to do more of that. So there's lots of lessons we can take to make sure, as an organisation, we do better. I also want to add thanks to Holly and the team here in the Aviva. I think the venue has been really excellent for us. It was nice to get a change and to look out on the pitch and dream of being out there, maybe for some of us as well. But I think it was really nice. So I want to say thank you to the team here in the Aviva for really looking after us for the last 2 days. And of course, against all that backdrop of the cold and frost. So thankfully we've made it through that. To Caitlin and the team at Verve as well, thank you for all of your work. You actually make us all look really good with your tech and the way you do it. So really an excellent job, and you're a pleasure to work with as well. I also, last thanks, and then I just wanted maybe some closing remarks. I want to say a massive thanks. None of this would happen in terms of the annual conference without Tess and Gail and Mark. And I know they're probably not here because they're running around still doing things, if I'm on it. Oh no, I hear Tess. So Tess is here. But without them, none of this would happen. They sample everything, they get everything together. These days wouldn't happen without the dedication of them. So again, just a round of applause for them, please. So before I finish, maybe just a few reflections. You know, I think yesterday was an amazing day. I think we had great speakers, but today actually I think really brought it together for me. When we think about, you know, we talked about our strategy, we then moved into our new values. The conversation here on the values, I thought, was really powerful. I'd be looking forward to when we get I suppose, the animation of that and what that means and the feedback from it. I think it was really helpful. Again, I want to say to everyone, thank you for your I suppose, engagement, for your openness, for your discussion. Your voices are so important. And to go back to where we started here, this is a team. We pull in one direction. We climb those mountains on a daily basis, and that's what we're going to have to do. And we know, actually, that there will be people pulling against us, but that won't be us. We'll be pulling in one direction, and that's what we're going to continue to do. And through the new, I suppose, values that we have to make sure we live them. I have to make sure I live them, and I have to make sure that everyone else does the same. That's what all of us have to do, and if we do that collectively, I have no doubt that we'll continue to be the success we are. With that, I'm going to say, enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you get time to do that analog moment and disconnect, because it's been a busy 3 days, I think, or 4 days for most people. For those that are travelling back across the globe, or indeed back down through the country, please be careful, as we know that conditions are still a little bit slippy in some areas. So please take care on that. And I look forward to engaging and seeing some of you in the marketplace, in the regions, here in Dublin over the coming months and weeks ahead, and look forward to our next opportunity to get together, of course, which will be in June of this year. So again, thank you very much, everyone, and really appreciate your attention over the last 2 days.